That's right. We got a VTuber, baby. It looks so sick. Oh my god. This was gonna be a live stream. But I kind of screwed up everything really for it. I was supposed to have things ready a lot earlier. I set my debut date too early. OBS wasn't set up at all. There was some issues with it, to say the least. My social anxiety also decided to join the chat, and that mixed with OBS not liking things meant the stream didn't really go ahead. I thought everything was going to be good, although when I went to actually get stream going, yeah, everything didn't go well. So that's why we're doing this debut as a video. Plus also I was going to play some Forza Horizon in the stream, but I'm sure none of you are really interested in that, so this works better anyway. So we got some stuff prepared for this. I have a little introduction PowerPoint thingy I made. I also have a sick trailer. I made a little like lore trailer, I guess, which will be posted separately, probably at about the same time as this video, so it should already be up. I've made a sick little lore video. I was going to put it in this, but I think it would be cool to post it separately. So go check that out. That was actually really, really fun to record. But I got some little PowerPoint introduction stuff because I think that's what you're supposed to do for debut thingies. First off, though, we're going to model, sick looking model, show you off this insane model. I'm not going to go like too in depth with it, but I mean, we got these sick like Jordan cyberpunk-ified shoes. We've got the Saiber logo on the shirt there. Everything's very bubbly and wavy. And then one of my favorite things with any form of model, eyes. Eyes look insane. I love really cool detailed eyes. This model looks sick. We got a few toggles as well, which I guess I'll run through now. We got a angry face, which I could toggle that mouth on and off. We got the surprised face. We got the confused face. And we have the disappointed face, which all have their uses because they can all be used in a standard pulling video. I either lose by 50-50 like normal, I'm disappointed. I somehow win the 50-50, I'm surprised. I'm confused by the entire character's kit, and I just get annoyed at like any form of endgame content. So they all have their uses. That was one of my main things. I wanted all the expressions to have a use. We also have the pretty standard controller. You gotta have that. And I have a hoodie, so we can put that hoodie up as well. So got a few fun little toggles there, which you'll probably see as I use this model throughout my YouTube, because I will have this sort of chilling down here on all of my videos, because I want to have this model on my YouTube videos, but I don't want to take up a ton of room. So it's going to be kind of small, but it'll be a bit more interesting than just having completely no face or anything. And that will mean I can fully rebrand the channel, which I will be doing probably as of this video. I will rebrand the channel all to fit the sort of theme of this VTuber. And now I guess it's introduction time. We got a little bit of an introduction PowerPoint setup. So my name, or the character's name, and what will be the YouTube channel name is Saiber Trueno, or Saiber, or Trueno, or the VTuber dude who really likes cars but for some reason decides to play gotcha games. Whatever, I'm not really fussed. But I am Saiber Trueno. I am a street racer from the lovely dystopian cyberpunk future. I put occupation there, but that's not really the right word, to be fair, because you're not really making money doing street racing. You are just losing it because cars cost a lot. But I am a street racer and I'm from cyberpunk. They're like my two favorite themes. So I just shove that in one model. My birthday is the 19th of December, which I'm sure you would know if you've seen any previous videos, because I have done videos building Layla, because she shares my birthday. I was going to do it last year, but kind of forgot about it. And then some of my hobbies are cars, obviously. We also have video games, again, unsurprising there. And bikes, specifically mountain bikes. I believe I have mentioned a few times in older videos about me liking mountain bikes. I pretty much like any form of action sports though, and I've done probably any form of action sport. But cars and mountain bikes are sort of the big ones I enjoy. So now we get some favorite things. I've got 3 slides of this. We got anime, games, and cars. I should note with this anime slide, I haven't seen like any of the main big anime. So like your Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach. I've watched 700 episodes of One Piece, but haven't caught up yet. Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, all of them, I haven't seen them. I'm very much a slice of life enjoyer. And I'm pretty sure that is because one of my first ever anime I watched was Violet Evergarden and also Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon was the first anime I ever watched. Violet Evergarden was probably close second, maybe it was like third, but one of the first. That is what got me into slice of life, which is why I also really enjoy stuff like Spy Family, My Dress Up Darling, all those ones. Initial D, I love cars, so car anime is sick. I haven't actually finished it because it's nowhere to be found anymore. It's not on Crunchyroll. It's not on Netflix. It was on the Captain Jack Sparrow websites, but they're gone now. But Initial D is a fun one. We also have Free Ren. That's probably the only big anime I've seen. Your Lie in April, just straight depression, but good anime. Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity is probably my all-time favorite romance. It is an incredible romance anime. All of those, though, probably unranked, like the sort of rough top 10, but there's a few others that can fit in there. Although I do have two absolute favorites. My top two anime are Call of the Night, which is actually what I've named my car after. My car is called Nazuna in real life, because you got to give your cars names, especially when you have cool cars. And it kind of fits her color palette and everything. So I love Call of the Night. And then my absolute favorite of all time anime is Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which would make sense considering how much I love anything to do with Cyberpunk. And you can see that from my all-time favorite game being Cyberpunk 2077. Is my absolute favorite game of all time. Close second though is Wuthering Waves. I do really like Wuthering Waves. Genshin Impact is obviously on the favorite games list because that's like the entirety of this channel. Same goes for Neverness to Everness. And then the bottom three, wouldn't say bottom three because I do like them a bit more than some of the others, but they're the ones that you won't see on the channel much at all. That being Assetto Corsa and Assetto Corsa Rally, which are my full simulator games I play on my rig. And then Forza Horizon 6, which I was going to do in the stream today, but it actually released after the stream was going to go anyway, so it wouldn't even work. But that one, I haven't even played it yet, but I love the previous Forza games and it's set in Japan, so it's automatically in my top favorite games. And then my final favorite thing list, I'm kind of going through these quick because I don't want this recording to be like 40 minutes long. Final favorite things list is my favorite cars. I sort of have like dream cars for a specific reason. I don't just have a dream car because I want to own it. I want a specific car for a specific reason. So my dream rally car is either one of these, the Lancia Delta, or similar to that, the Lancia Stratos, which are the only non-Japanese cars on this list. And they would be my dream rally car if I could buy any rally car. One of my dream street cars though, like sort of a daily driver car I'd normally just drive around road legal kind of thing, wouldn't race, is an RB swapped 240Z. The RB is the engine out of the Skylines. I would love to put one of them into this car, these 1980 very raw kind of feeling cars. Everything's very mechanical and tight, and it'd be very cool to put a big horsepower RB in that. My favorite drift car, which is actually very underrated, is this C33 Laurel. Don't see many of them. They're very underrated. And because of that, they're cheap, which means you can pick them up for pretty cheap and you can mod them and make them really fun to drift. And not that many people really know about them, which is some of my favorite stuff. Some of my favorite cars are cars that not many people know about. However, a car that people definitely know about is this S13 drift cars. This is my favorite, like pro. If I could buy a pro level drift car, it would be a D1 style S13. D1 is the highest level of Japanese drifting. I forget the driver of this car, but there's a few S13s that have this similar look. The green wheels, purple, pink sort of paint job or livery. Absolutely love them. I would love to build something like this, but they are very expensive. Although only slightly less expensive side, and probably the next car I would look at getting. I mean, it's very well into the future, but it's sort of my next goal to buy this, and that would be a JZX 100 Chaser. Probably quite built up, 500 horsepower, build up the engine, turbo, all that fun stuff. But these things are just really fun street cars. You can push big power, they look clean, rear wheel drive. I really like them though, and I'd love to build up one of these. And then finally we get into the two very expensive, but probably my two favorite cars, and that is my dream show car being a Liberty Walk R35 GTR, specifically the silhouette body kit, which is very expensive. I think the body kit alone, not even the car, just like the body kit, the wider stance on the car, that's like 50 grand or something. It's stupid expensive, but this is one of my dream show cars. Also kind of on par with an RWB Porsche, which are incredible cars, but really expensive. Speaking of expensive though, my all-time dream car, my absolute favorite car, is the R34 GTR V-Spec, but these things can go for 250, 300, like they go for so many thousands of dollars. Although if I could somehow get that amount of money, buying one of these would be so cool. I love these cars, and you really don't even need to modify them that much for them to just be insane. But those are my favorite cars. They're all very well and truly dream cars that are much further down the line because they're all very expensive, being Japanese cars. All the JDM cars have all their prices through the roof. And the Lancia Delta and Stratos are like legendary rally cars, so their prices are also through the roof. Next up on the list of slides though, I have some streaming goals, or I guess just YouTube goals. I created this PowerPoint for a live stream, as I said. We're doing this as a YouTube video, so I guess I'd just say like content creator goals. My number one goal, and this has always been my goal with YouTube, is just to grow the community. I don't care how big I grow it, I just want to grow my community more. And sort of following on from that, my next sort of milestone, subscriber milestone, is 10K on YouTube. That's my next goal that I would like to hit. I would like to try to hit that by the end of the year. We shall see about that though. I also, it says stream on Twitch, but it's sort of just stream at this point. I would like to stream at some point in the future. But as I said at the start of this video, I need to sort out OBS stuff, probably commission a few more things. I forgot to commission a few things. I also need to work on my people talking skills. And doing YouTube and streaming and stuff like that is certainly an interesting decision for someone like me that's sort of a bit introverted, shy, social anxiety, all that fun stuff. I picked an odd thing to get into, but I would like to sort of work through that, and I would love to stream at some point. Probably won't do like a debut stream or anything like that because it's just sort of too different from what I'm used to doing. And I think to be the most comfortable and have the stream sort of go the best, I'm better off just playing a game or something, just doing what I would normally do in a video, just live. I'd love to do that before Rebecca releases and pull for her live. We'll see if I can get everything sorted out by then. I would like to do that. So I'm hoping, not gonna set anything in stone, hoping I can get the streaming sorted and I can start streaming within the next month or so-ish, depending when Rebecca releases. Then the last two are sort of a bit out of reach. They're much, much further down the line, but I would love to do a in real life racing stream. So once I've properly built up a race car, because I currently just race in my street car, but once I've built up a race car and I start doing proper like circuit races, because at the moment I do sprint races in real life, so I go out and do a lap, come back into pits. Really, if I was to do a live stream with that, you get 10 minutes of driving. Wouldn't be very interesting, but I would love to somehow rig it up and actually go for a proper race in real life and stream that. So I think that would be kind of fun to take you on like what it's like for me when I go racing. I would also like to create a little bit of merch, but specifically this jacket. I want to create this jacket as merch. My head is being cut off because I don't really see anyone making this style of jacket, at least here in Australia. And I think it would be so cool to turn this into merch. But as I said, that is a much, much further in the future kind of thing, because I'd probably want to have a bit bigger of a community before I started doing that, because, you know, it'd be run with like pre-orders and all that fun stuff. So probably will be a bit further down the line, but that is one goal I would like to have, is to turn this jacket into a merch item or like sell it as like a limited drop or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. And then finally, we have the final screen and probably the most important one, and that is the credits. All the amazing people that helped make this model come into existence and look as incredible as it does. So you have JRKGK, they did the initial sort of concept design, which I have that right here. This sort of the original artwork where I first sort of gave my ideas, all the actual designing side of things, the first initial design and concept art and all that. And then that was handed off to Hakiokii, I am Hakiokii, and they did both the art and the rig for the full model. And as you can see, knocked it out of the park. It looks incredible. It's all rigged up with V-Bridger, so I've got some very expressive facial expressions without even needing all this stuff. Obviously, this one's you get like the exclamation marks and whatever, but without even doing that, I can be very expressive, and the art, the rigging, everything looks so good. Massive, massive, massive thanks to those guys for helping this gorgeous model come into existence. Absolutely love how it turned out. I'm so stoked with this model. And then finally, I don't know why I put this on a different slide, but the YouTube banner, which isn't currently done, however, that should be done soonish in the next month. That was made by Aoizo. My pronunciation's just bad for any names, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but you will see that soonish. I am going to be rebranding the whole channel. As I said, probably as of this video, the banner and most likely profile picture will come when this is ready, which, as I said, should be in the next month or so. And then the final piece of artwork that you may have seen is this one. That one was drawn by yours truly. I wanted to at least contribute some part, so I decided to spend way too long attempting to draw a little background, which I think didn't turn out terrible. I mean, it's quite pixelated in sort of like this area right here, That right there. That's very pixelated. I drew it at the wrong DPI, but you know, hey, it doesn't look too bad. I'm pretty happy with it, and I just want to contribute something with this whole VTuber. But with that, that is all the little introduction slides I have prepared. This was going to be like over an hour, but I sort of shoved it and made it a bit smaller so it functions as a YouTube video. As I said, I do have that fun little lore trailer kind of thing that I have filmed entirely in Assetto Corsa. So it's got a bunch of driving. All that driving is actually me driving. I thought it'd be really, really cool. So that will be posted, as I said, pretty similar time to this. And I urge you to go check that out because I think it turned out incredible. And I spent probably a bit too much time doing it. That is the official Saiber Trueno debut. I hope you all like the model. I hope you look forward to the sort of next chapter of the YouTube journey. We're going to have proper branding now. Saiber Trueno branding, you got the model, so it's actually got a face to the channel. Everything's going to be nice on theme with the sort of color palette, the blues, purples, blacks, all that fun stuff. I hope you all look forward to it. You're going to see the model a lot more, as I said, down the sort of corner of the videos. And I will hopefully get live streaming going soonish in the next month or so. We shall see. I need to get OBS prepared and I need to be mentally prepared. But with that, that is where I'm going to leave this fun little introduction debut, quote unquote, off. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you like this video, go check out the lore trailer, background story trailer, whatever the hell you want to call it. And with that being said, do consider subscribing and I will see you all in the next one. Good. Bye.